Bullying Hurts Everyone. Written by Jennifer Dobner. Illustrated by Mike Rakisia. Resources for teachers and parents. Web resources www.stopbullying.gov. Okay, I want to do that. Gardner and Lily, two tales of bullying. 12-year-old Gardner doesn't always like going to school. School is a place where Gardner doesn't always feel safe. It's like they have to kick me or pick on me, sign on my back. On the playground at lunchtime and recess, a group of about a dozen boys tease him. They call him mean names, chase him, and throw pine cones at him. Gardner had been shoved, hit, and knocked to the ground. He's ended up with bruises and one school left with her broken finger. It's like they have a kick me or pick on me, sigh on my back, the sixth grader says. They say I'm stupid and not worth anything. The name calling also happens in Gardner's classroom. Names whispered or spoken when the teacher is busy. He says that makes it hard to concentrate and that he sometimes misses assignments from his teacher. Gardner had been suffering the teasing and bad treatment by the name group of boys since the second grade. Being treated this way makes him frustrated and sad. I'm sick of it, Gardner says. I would just like to be under the radar to nobody notices me. 7-year-old Lily knows just how Gardner feels. She is in the first grade at a new school and has had a hard time finding friends. Lily says that almost every day, the ringleader of a school of girls says mean things and tells the other they should run away and not play with Lily. It makes me feel bad. Sometimes I get mad. I want to tell her to stop. When I do, she just keeps on doing it. Lily says, it makes me feel bad. Sometimes I get mad. Have you ever felt like Gardner and Lily? Have you ever been the target of mean words or treatment by classmates or neighborhood kids? That kind of behavior is called bullying and is cruel. Gardner and Lily both live in Utah, but bullying can happen anywhere. In fact, the problem is so widespread that the Centers of Disease Control (CDC) say it's a major public health problem all over the United States. According to a 2010 study by the National Center of Education, more than 75% of all students reported witnessing bullying at school. About 71% of students said bullying is an ongoing problem for them at school. In addition, 15% of students said that they skip school because they fear being targeted by bullies. About 1 in every 10 students said they quit or changed schools because they were repeatedly bullied. Statistics vary from study to study, but experts agree that bullying is a big problem. Let's look at some basic facts about bullying. Kinds of bullying. Bullying is any kind of aggressive behavior that causes physical or emotional pain to others. When people engage in bullying, they're trying to gain power over someone they think is smaller or weaker. We all do things that sometimes hurt the feelings of others, even if it's by accident. Bullying behavior is different, however, because it is done on purpose and it happens over and over again. Many teachers and doctors who study human feelings have spent a lot of time trying to understand bullies and bullying behavior. Here's what they have learned. 1. Bullying can happen anytime people interact. That includes at school or church, in neighborhoods, and at home. It can happen to kids or to adults. 2. Bullying can happen when two people are face to face or when one person attacks another by saying bad things about him or her to others. Some common bullying behaviors include physical bullying, when someone uses his or her body and strength to hurt another person. Bullying sometimes hit, shove, spit, and kick. Verbal bullying, using words to hurt. This can include saying mean things or embarrassing someone by calling him or her names or making fun of him or her in front of others. Bullies also might tell stories or spread lies about others. Social bullying. Social bullying, using actions and words to exclude someone from a group or to break up friendships. This can include setting up other kids to take the blame for things that happen in class or on the playground. It can also mean forcing another person to do something, like giving food or money to a bully. Cyberbullying, using the internet, email, text messages, and other kinds of technologies to hurt. This is a different kind of bullying because the messages can reach large groups of people in many different places. A bully can use technology to post messages to threads without using his or her real name. That's called being anonymous. Cyberbullying is hard to stop because no one knows who is sending the messages. A teacher news. Teacher Janet Moffat gets kid talking on the playground of her school. Catherine Defino knows a lot about bullies. She's been a teacher and school administrator in Philadelphia for more than 30 years and has seen firsthand how to bully can change a classroom. Tepino, who has written books on bullying, says that the problem is getting worse. Computer and text messages allow bullies to attack from far away that makes kids feel likely to see or feel the suffering they are causing, DePino says. Bullies can cause problems in classroom by distracting both teachers and other students from learning, DePino says. Yet bullies can also give students a chance to talk about bullying with their students in a safe place. Who is a bully? Professor Susan Lambert says there is no simple explanation for why some people became bullies. Lambert studies the science of emotions and behavior at Claremont University in South Carolina and helps create bully-free schools. Lambert says studies from shows that certain common experiences increase the chances that someone will become a bully. Those can include living in a home that is not very loving or one with either no rules or very harsh punishment. Experts say that both girls and boys can bully, and they often bully people in different ways. Boys mostly use physical violence to bully others, while girls more often use words and social exclusion. Bullies can act alone or as part of a group. They seem to have a need for power and enjoy causing others to suffer. Studies also show that bullies can more likely to get into more serious trouble as they get older, such as committing crimes and using drugs. I think there is an old assumption that bullies have low self-esteem, Limber says, but research suggests that many kids who bully do it just because they can, because they enjoy it. How is bullying harmful? Research shows that kids who are bullied often get sick with stomachs or headaches. Limba says they may have trouble sleeping and may not want to go to school or ride the bus because they are afraid. They may also have a hard time focusing and finishing class assignments. Kids who are targeted for bullying can also spend a lot of time feeling sad or end up feeling bad about themselves. They may even start to believe the mean things the bully says about themselves, even if those things are not true. Bullying can even affect people besides the target. Studies show that children who witness bullying can become afraid that they will also become a target for a bully or feel guilty that they did not step in to help a classmate. Who can be the target of a bully? The answer is simple. Everyone. Bullies will pick on anyone they think is different, says Julian Fried, a Canada-based expert who has written 3 books about bullying. You can be a target if you are too tall, too short, too heavy, too thin, too smart, too slow, too rich, too poor, says Fried, who teaches bullying prevention in schools nationwide. You can be a target if you have different colored hair, if you have different colored skin, if you wear glasses, have wrinkles, wear braids, if you have big ears, if you just moved from another school. The list just goes on and on. Quiz. Are you a bully? We can let's see. Number one, do you pick on people who are smaller than you and make fun of those who are different from you? No. Do you like to tease or make fun of other people and do not like to see them get upset? No. Do you spread rumors to say mean things about others behind their backs? No. Do you purposely shut out some people from your group of friends? No. Do you like to take or destroy things that belong to others? Definitely no. Do you want others to think you are the toughest kid around? No. Have you ever threatened to hurt someone or have your bun showed or hit another boy or girl? Yes, I have. I have once threatened to my friends and then she got upset, but she forgave me because I apologized to her. And what I always say to the kids, if you think it's cool to be cruel, you will always able to find something about someone to make fun of. Frio said, "It's not cool though." And students who become the target of a bully should remember, it's not your fault and you can get help.